Hey everyone, this is Emily with Simple Booth, back again to walk you through the web dashboard for the Pro software plan. So this plan was previously named Standard, so this has gotten a new feature as well, so walk you through everything here. So this is what you'll see upon logging in through our website. Any recently uploaded photos, recently updated galleries, and newest uploads. You'll get some quick totals over here, and then you'll see your username at the top right corner. So if I click on that, this drop-down menu appears. It confirms the plan that you are on, and you have some quick links to licenses, billing, and integrations, as well as an option to sign out. If I click on Manage Account, it takes me to my account details page first. So you can update your name. If you ever need to update your email address, please let us know. We'll update that for you. You can also update your company, your country, your time zone, sign up to receive product emails, or change your password. Your public profile allows you to display any public galleries with 15 photos or more. So you can fully customize this by adding a cover image, choosing an avatar, uploading a logo. We have a recommended size listed underneath both of those options. Here you can set up your username as well as your display name, and then add a description, an industry, a website, and even an action button. If you don't intend to have any public galleries and you'd prefer to just turn this off, you can disable your profile here. If I click View Profile, it takes me to a preview. Here you can click on Promote to copy HTML code to embed a button to view your galleries onto your website. And if you click Edit, it takes you right back to the previous page. The billing section once again confirms the plan that you're on and when that expires. And then you do have some quick links to virtual booth credits. Virtual booth is a feature that allows you to share a virtual photo booth experience via a link or a QR code so that people can take branded selfies on their own devices. So that operates on a credit system outside of the Halo app. You'll have a set amount of credits in your account here, and then you can purchase block credits. We have a credit estimate tool to help you figure out how many you will need for your event. And then with payment methods, you can add or switch up the card on file, and invoices will show up if you subscribe through the website. Right? Hop back over to the dashboard here. And next we will go through presets, galleries, analytics, and then custom props. So if I click on presets, it takes me to my general presets page where I have 3 different sections, all, active, and archived. Your active presets will show up whenever you launch the app on the iPad. You have an actions drop down here where you can copy, archive, and delete a preset. Typically, after an event has passed, people will archive that preset so that it moves over into this section. Let's create a new preset today. So the preset name is not publicly visible. It's really whatever makes the most sense for you. Typically, it will be your event or venue, I should say as well. So again, it's really whatever is the most logical for you, since this is what you'll be choosing whenever you launch that app on the iPad. After you name your preset, you choose your capture type. Physical would be on the iPad with the Halo app. Virtual would be via the web browser. After you name that and choose your capture type, it's going to have you link your preset to a gallery. So you can create a new gallery for this, you can copy a gallery, or you can use an existing gallery. The gallery name is publicly visible, so folks will be able to see this as they're viewing their photos from the event. The gallery name and any hashtags that you include will also be embedded on Facebook and Twitter posts as well. The hashtag feature here does have a character limit. It's about 85 to 90 characters. After you set up your gallery name and hashtags, then you can choose your text color here. So we have all of these color options here, and if you have a color matching tool, you could paste in a color as well. And then you can choose your background color here. Here you can upload a header image, and that will be inserted above the gallery name. You can also insert a repeating ad, so this graphic would be dispersed among the photos in the gallery. The sizing recommendations for both of these graphics are included in our design guide, which you can find in our help center. I'll also show you how you can add hyperlinks to both of those later on as well. So here you can choose the privacy level for your gallery. So we offer public, where anyone can see the gallery and it may be listed on public pages such as your public profile. Participants are prompted to opt in or out of posting their picture publicly with this option. With unlisted, the gallery is not listed on public pages and only people with a link to the gallery can view it. Participants will still be prompted to opt in or out of posting their picture publicly. And then with private, only the owner of the gallery can view it when signed in. So all uploads are automatically marked as private. Unlisted is probably the most popular option because it gives people a little bit more privacy, but you can still share that gallery via a link after your event is over. And then here you can turn off, showing the Simple Booth logo, and then hit create. So after you've created your gallery and you've linked your new preset with your gallery, it throws you right back into the preset settings so that you can finish customizing the user experience for when people are at the booth and where you can customize what the photos will look like. So your first option here is to turn on touchless. That would allow participants to use hand gestures to control the photo booth. There are quite a few features that are unavailable if you turn this on, so some things to consider before doing so. As you scroll down, you'll notice that you have all of these different sections listed out here. So if you click on anything here, it'll take you to that section immediately. So right after touchless, we get into the appearance section with the first option being photo design. So at the bottom of this section, our design guide is linked for easy access. So I'll usually have this open in another tab while I'm working through my settings in the dashboard. It's easier to just go in and reference all of those recommended sizes. And that would be for logos, overlays and margins, backgrounds, green screen, props, stickers, and start screens. You'll also notice that there are recommended sizes listed underneath the areas where you can upload graphics. So as you choose the different settings here, those will change based on your selection. So just another way where we're trying to help guide you to upload the correctly sized graphic. So the first thing that you get to choose is the image type. So we have motion and layout. We have live GIF, rebound, video, single, 2x2, 1 and 2, and then photo strips. With live GIF, rebound, and single, you can allow participants to choose between those 4 options. Those are the only 4 options included in the choose layout feature right now. So if you click outside of that, you'll notice that feature disappears. You can also, of course, turn this off if you want to. So after you set that up, then you can choose your crop. So you can do no crop, square crop, or circle crop. Here you can set up your default filter. So it will default to Electra, but you can set it up with one of these other options, and that will be applied to all of the photos taken. Here you can add margins around the photos, round off the corners of those margins. Frame rotation allows people to be standing normally, but then the software will rotate the frame for you. So we've seen people use this for slam dunk competitions, any area where you might want someone to look like they're floating, like outer space, for example. So there are definitely some fun, creative ways that you could use this feature as well. So here you can upload a logo graphic. So the graphic would be inserted around the photo if you were to upload it here. You can move the logo position to the middle side and the top of the photo as well. So with overlay, this would be inserted on top of the photo. So you would want to make sure that you've removed the background where you need to and then download it as a transparent file. We do have the option to show the overlay during capture. So depending on your design, this can be helpful because then people can pose accordingly to where they don't end up with the graphic over their face. With margin background, you can upload a graphic here that will fill in those margins. You can also use a solid color in this section as well. And then you can view your photo by clicking on it here. You get a larger preview. You can also download this, save this image as without any of the graphics uploaded, and then upload that to Canva if you want, or Adobe for that matter, if you want to use it to help you create your graphics. So pro tip there. All right, so keep moving right along. So here you can choose the color of the start screen as people are using the booth and walking up to it. You can also choose the booth color scheme here, so light or dark. Here you can upload start screen images. So anything you upload here will take place of the standard start screen that would show up in the colors that you've chosen here. But you can upload a graphic for when your iPad is in portrait mode or when your iPad is in landscape mode. And the sizing specifications for that will vary based on the orientation. So you'll want to make sure that you're referring to the design guide for assistance with that. And you can upload MP4s here as well. So you will want to keep an eye on the length of the video, because if the file is too large, it won't allow you to upload it. So with camera and countdown, it will default to these settings. So the front-facing camera of the iPad, you can also use back as well. That won't work with the Halo hardware, but in other situations it will. You can turn on or off the get ready prompt that will appear on the screen. Countdown seconds will also appear on the screen, and you can set up a delay. So you can adjust all of this as needed depending on your use case. Here you can turn on chroma keys. So chroma key would allow for background replacement. Once you turn it on, it is going to ask you to upload those background images. So you can choose your key color here, green or blue, and then upload your images here. We have recommended sizes listed for landscape, portrait, and a square crop, and we have more information here on how to set up a green screen as well. For photo editing, you can turn on tools to where people can edit their own photos by clicking Manage Tools. So these are all of the available tools. To turn them on, you would just drag them over to this side. So you can set it up to where people can change up the margin color, they can draw on the photos with their finger, they can apply a different crop, they can add a digital prop using facial detection, they can shuffle around the order of the photos if they took multiple, they can apply a different filter, they can change up the GIF speed, and they can apply a sticker, and that's where a graphic can be stuck anywhere on the photo. With props, you can also turn that on from outside that section. And then once you do, you can browse all of the packs that we have here. So we do have some different themes. And with this plan, you can also upload your own custom pack with your own custom digital props. So that can be a fun way to just add either branded experience or just something special to your event. With stickers, you can upload your graphics here. Again, all of the information on sizing can be found in our design guide. And with drawing, you can edit the colors available here. All right, so we just got through the photo editing section. Now we're to the marketing section, with the first feature being data capture. So if you want to capture people's information as they use the booth, you would turn on data capture in your preset. Once you turn that on, then you can update your data capture form. So the title here, this information section is often used as a disclaimer, so to let people know how you might be using their information or what to expect. Then you can choose from email address, first name, last name, postal code, phone number, and date of birth. We do have custom fields available as well, so you can add a custom text field, a custom checkbox, and a custom required checkbox. So that can be helpful if you're wanting people to agree that they are okay with their photo being posted on social media, or if you want them to agree to a specific terms of service, for example. We do offer a MailChimp integration, so you can turn that on here. and then connect your MailChimp account. You can set it up to where it goes to specific MailChimp account here, and you can choose a list here as well. Right now, this is the only integration that we offer. We are working on other integrations, so if you don't use MailChimp in the meantime, you can head on over to your analytics page and download your data capture list to a CSV file there. So these are all of the different send options that you can set up for how people will receive their photos. So you can set it up via email, text message, QR code. Picture message is designed specifically for Instagram, and then we do have some print options here as well. So after I turn on that print button, you'll notice a print design section pops up here. So I can go right down to this and then customize my prints. We have a ton of information in our help center about printing, including some printer recommendations since we don't sell those through Simplebooth. All right. So with email, you can update the from name. You can go so far as to update the from email. It does take some IT setup on your end to enable that. And then the subject line and the body of the email where you can include HTML if you wanted to. You can also include the share icons so that people can share directly from the email once they receive it. Here you can update the text message as well. And then with picture message, which is again designed specifically for Instagram, you can include hashtags here. So what this send option does is it sends people an Instagram ready file that they can then download to their device and post to that platform. Instagram is a protected platform, so they don't allow other apps to post directly to theirs, which is why we have this set up. Even if you don't turn on picture message as a send option, participants would still have the option to share directly to Instagram from the online gallery. This just gets you one step ahead. All right, so all of the photos will be stored within your Simplebooth account, which we host for you, but you do have some additional save options here as well. So you can save to Dropbox. It would need to be logged in on the device, or to the camera roll. These are not necessary. We really only recommend them if you have a special use case, but they are here as an option for you. All right, so that is everything in the preset settings. So now we'll head on over to galleries and cover that. All right, so the galleries page is exactly the same setup as the presets page. So you have an all, active, and an archive section. You also have that same actions dropdown with copy, archive, view, and delete available. And then you also have your settings option here where you can set up your default gallery privacy settings. So this would be for all new galleries and you can change it anytime. So if I click on the gallery that I created earlier, it takes me back into the settings here. The gallery is currently empty. Once there are photos in it, they will show up here. Here you can update the basic details that I set up earlier. So you could update the title, add or modify any hashtags, change up the privacy level. Here you can also add a short description for the page meta tag. So this would be included if people were to share the gallery in full on social media, for example. You can update the theme of the gallery as well. Here you can add in that URL. Paste those in. Here you can turn on or off showing profile ads. So this would be an ad for your public profile. These are all the different sharing options available to people after they receive their photo from the booth. So they can share directly to Facebook, directly to Twitter, copy a link to their photo, send themselves an Instagram ready file, or download their photo directly. So you can turn these on and off depending on your marketing goals. If they choose the Instagram share option, then they would receive an email with an Instagram ready file for them to download and then post to that platform. So you can update that email here. So the subject line, the from name, the body of the email, you can add hashtags in here as well. And this is another spot where you can update that from email Again, it does take some setup with your IT team in order to make that happen. So the live feed feature allows you to project photos in real time at your event. So you can do this via a smart TV, like using a browser there, or if you had a computer connected to some type of projector or other screen. You can brand this experience as well. And then if I click open link, it'll open up that live feed. So as photos are taken, they would show up here. There is a settings option here. So if I click on that, this drop down appears and it gives me some options to further customize my live feed. It's a great way to increase booth engagement at your events. People love seeing themselves on the big screen. Okay, so that is everything in the gallery settings. So now we can view our gallery and see what it looks like. So here you've got your header image with the hyperlink. This is a link to your public profile and a small preview of that as well. And then you have your gallery name, and when people start taking photos, they'll show up here. If you click play, that's another way to start a live feed. If you click promote, you can promote your gallery using this HTML code and embedding it onto your website. And if you click edit, it will take you right back into your gallery settings to make any changes that you need to. All right, so let's hop over to analytics. So analytics is where you can come after your event has passed or just every so often to get a little more information about how many people are using the booth, how they're sharing that information, and it's also where you can download your data capture leads. So you can filter your metrics by gallery, you can filter by device, or you can filter by date. We have a glossary that breaks down this page here and a download to PDF function. You get a quick overview here, so total participants, total photos, and total views. And then you'll get session information here, so participants versus uploads anytime a preset is launched and people are taking photos. You'll get some sharing information here, so share button clicks, referred views, and direct views, and those share button clicks will be broken down by the different sharing methods. You'll get some more information on social here, and then you'll get some information on age and gender as well. This is where you can download your data capture leads to that CSV file. You'll get location information here, and then your most viewed photos will show up here. Pretty straightforward page there. The last section to cover in the web dashboard will be custom props. So this is where you can create a custom pack, and then you can upload graphics to create your props. They will need to be in PNG or PDF format. You'll just want to make sure they have transparent backgrounds. More information on that in the design guide. So if I upload my file, click on that, and then hit next, then I can name my prop here. So SB prop, and then select the type. So chin, eyes, top of head, or mustache. And then I can come over here and I can place it. You can also resize in here as well. And you can set it up to where this prop is always on top of other props, always on bottom of other props, or let the software automatically decide. All right. So that's everything in the custom prop section. Those can be super fun. And now we have covered everything in the web dashboard. One last thing that I did want to point out is that if you scroll down here to the bottom of our website, you'll see there are some support resources listed. We do have a help center as well that has a search bar. So this can be super handy. You can type in a feature. It'll bring up any article that is the most relevant there. And we're constantly adding more information here. We also have a support team that you can chat with via your web dashboard, or you can send them an email using this email support link here. All right, so that is everything in the web dashboard for the Pro plan. So if there's anything else we can help you with, please don't hesitate to reach out. And thank you for your time today.